And I was like, you're watching Disney Channel. I like to start off the shows by, just letting some people know I'm not the dude from High School Musical. Some of you guys are like, is he gonna dance? I hope he dances. That'd be great. Yeah, one time I was doing a show and there was a guy there with his daughters, and his daughters thought I was the guy from High School Musical, and so they came up to me after. They're like, hey man, the dude was like, hey, could you please just act like you're that dude from my daughters? And I was like, no, I'm not gonna act like another black person. To entertain your white kids, sir, I'm not gonna do that. And he was like, I'll give you $100. And I was like, you're watching Disney Channel. I was trying to get paid, man. I was trying to get my money, man. It was cool. I'm from North Carolina originally. I love it there. Yeah, I know it's hard to tell because I speaks good, you know what I'm saying? Which is great. My mother, she's Native American. She's from a tribe called Lumbee. So I'm half technically, except for my hair. That's not Native American at all. And so my dad, he's black. He's dark. And this is what you get. This is what you get. Yeah. Growing up, though, I used to think I was white. I know that sounds really weird, but my mom, she's very fair-skinned, like she almost looks white. And so in kindergarten, I told all the other kids that I was white. And those white kids let me know real quick. They were so mad. They were like, you're not white, Caleb. Teacher, Caleb said he's white. And the teacher was like, you're not white, Caleb. I was like, oh my God. When I got home, my parents sat me down like I was adopted, you know what I'm saying? They're like, Caleb, we're gonna tell you when you got older, but the word got out, you're black, Caleb, you're black. I was like, yes, it was great. I went to school with a lot of white kids. It was mostly white kids until about the sixth grade. Sixth grade, I started going to an all-black school. And I learned a lot, Like, I didn't know that black kids could smell fear. I didn't know that. But my first day on the bus, I had on, like, a terrible outfit. Yeah, like I had some cargo shorts. And some, like, white tube socks. Like, it was the Steve Urkel fall collection. Like, I thought I was killing it. And they talked about my socks for 45 minutes on this bus ride. It was like, his socks bright white. I can't see. He got the sun on his ankles. And they did that for like 3 months. Right? So one day I got tired of it. You know what I'm saying? Same kid kept picking on me every day. So I walked on the bus. I was like, today's the day I'm gonna say something. I got on the bus, right? He started again. He was like, man, your socks bright white. I can't see. And I was like, you know what? Yo, mama. And they did that. The whole bus did that right there. He was like, what you say, Caleb? And I said, your mama liked these socks the other day. That was the first time I got beat up on the bus. Was that day. In sixth grade. It was terrible. No, man, I had to learn how to fight, too. I didn't know that going into middle school, but I had to learn how to fight quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, the second fight I got into, I lost. But I don't really count it, necessarily. So I'm going to just tell y'all what happened. And then you can decide if I lost or not, right? I was playing basketball downtown, right, with some of my friends. There's this one dude, he was terrible. He was fouling people, all kinds of stuff. And so I grabbed the ball, threw it at the back of his head. He was getting on my nerves, man. He was getting on my nerves. And he stopped and he was like, yo, who threw that basketball at me? And I was like, man, that was a pass if you would have caught it, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you. He was like, Caleb, you gotta see me right now. And he was moving so much, it looked like he was dancing. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, you done picked the wrong dude, man. 5, 6, 7. And I woke up in the hospital, man. I woke up in the hospital. My friends was all standing around me. They were like, Caleb, you killed that dance battle, man. That was crazy. I was like, thank you. Thank you. No, man, it's been a lot of fun growing up in North Carolina. I grew up broke, though. I didn't have a lot of money. Like, we just had, like, one food group. I feel like we just made sandwiches all the time. That's how we survived. You know what I'm talking about? Anybody broke in here? Some of y'all lying. That's okay. That's okay. Sir. No, I'm joking. I'm kidding. Yeah, no, man, I feel like we just had one food group. Growing up, we just had bread. That was it, because we just made sandwiches all the time. That was it. We had like ham sandwiches, bologna sandwiches, raisin bran sandwiches. We had sandwiches. You know what a sandwich is? That's where you got one piece of bread and then two more pieces of bread on top of that. It's a sandwich. And occasionally we had trail mix. I hated trail mix. Oh my God. I know white people look confused. Black people got very different trail mixes. And you guys didn't know that. Like, white people trail mix got, like, you know, fresh picked berries in it, roasted nuts, happiness in it. You know what I'm saying? Black people trail mix got, like, gummy bears in it. They got last year Halloween candy in the trail mix. The dry pieces of Lucky Charms in it. Not the marshmallows, but the dry pieces. It's terrible. But I decided, like, if I ever make it, like, if I ever become famous, I'm gonna make a movie about my life, and I'm gonna call it Broke Black Mountain. Because I'm broke, I'm black, and I got a mountain of bills at the crib, and nobody trying to pay, so it's cool, man. Dating's hard, too, when you're broke. Yeah, like, I just got out of a pretty bad relationship because it was hard because I was broke and she had a lot of money. You know, she's very well off. I miss her. Miss her a lot. No, I had to be smooth, though. Even though I was broke, I had to be smooth. I had to be clever. I'd figure it out. Like, one day for our first Christmas, right? I was like, hey, baby, you know what I'm saying? Every year for Christmas, I like to do bigger and better things. I like to outdo myself, you know what I'm saying? If I get you a car one year, I'm gonna get you a bus the next year because I like going to that next level, you know what I'm saying? So, baby, for this first year, I'm not gonna get you anything because I gotta build, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta build. And Christmas came around, she's like, baby, where's my present? And I was like, baby, I'm sorry, I'm broke. I couldn't get you anything. And she was like, well, you could have got something that wasn't too expensive. And I was like, what does broke mean to you? Like, there's nothing in my bank account. There's nothing in there. And she was like, well, then who bought this Xbox? And I was like, baby, that's Jesus' Xbox. It's his birthday coming up. And you worried about me. That's our Lord and Savior. It's crazy, man. Relationships are hard, man. They really are. They're difficult. I actually learned that by reading the Bible. Like, I was reading those stories and I was like, dang, I bet all these people had really hard relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like, I bet Mary and Joseph had a real hard relationship, you know? I bet Joseph was so excited about that bar he got married. I bet he was like, hey, baby, look, I know there's no more room in the hotel, right? But I got this new place. It got a petting zoo and everything, baby. It's gonna be fly. And Joseph's like, Mary, close your eyes. And Mary's like, oh my God, Joseph. Joseph, you're so crazy. Oh my God. And he was like, ready, baby? 1, 2, 3. Really, Joseph? This is the best you could do, Joseph, for real? Really? That's why this ain't your baby. You gotta read your Bible for that one. I know some of you guys. It's pretty dope. I'm the youngest dry bar comic, which is super cool, 22. Yeah. I didn't do anything for that, I just lived. But yeah, the last dude was 24, but I won, I beat him. It's cool, yeah. I've been doing stand-up since I was 11 years old. I've been doing it for 10 years, yeah. So this past, thank you again, thank you. I'm a prodigy, you're right. No, this past year I actually had the opportunity to tour with a comic named Sinbad. I don't know if you guys ever heard him. He's really popular in like the 40s, you know what I'm saying? sure some of you guys heard of them. No, going on tour with him was really hard because there was a big age difference in the crowds. You know, like most of his audience is like 40 plus. And so it's hard because I'm a millennial too, you know? And so being a millennial is hard alone. There's a lot of stuff I don't know. And I don't care either. That's the problem. So I could care less. But I realized like how much stuff I didn't know that you guys went through. And I say you guys because I see some people in here who are, you know, seasoned. There's some experience in here is what I'm trying to say. Like, who in here is over 40? That's what's up. Again, there's more in here, but that's okay. I can see you. I can see you. No, but I realized this the other day. You guys didn't have your phones for, like, GPS and stuff.
We can read a map.
Yeah. You had to use a map. What kind of foolishness? Like, where were you searching for treasure in the 80s? Like, what were you doing? Is this Dora the Explorer? What were you doing? I had no idea. Sinbad wrote me a check the other day. I was like, I see the money on the paper. But how do I make this money the other money? I don't understand. How to do that. Cool though, man. A lot of stuff is changing too, just in my lifetime. Like, it's completely different now. Like Toys R Us went out of business, which is terrible. That was a sad day for kids all over America. You know what I'm saying? And by kids, I mean white children. That was terrible. Because black kids, we didn't get to go to Toys R Us. You know what I'm saying? Like white kids went to Toys R Us, and black kids went outside. That was where we got to go. White kids play with toys. Black kids play like tag or run from the police dog. You know, neighborhood games, you know what I'm saying? But it's Toys R Us fault too that they went out of business. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're still selling toys in 2019. You know, like kids don't play with toys anymore. Kids, they should have sold iPads or like vapes. It should have been Vapes R Us. Kids love vapes, man. They're talking about changing the $20 bill, which is interesting. They're changing it to Harriet Tubman. You guys hear about that? A lot of people are excited. A lot of people are like, that's great for black women. That's great for black people. Well, I'll be honest, I'm not too excited about it. Like, I think there's better black women we could have picked. I would have picked a different black woman. Like, I would have did like Oprah, Rosa Parks. Would have did Michael Jackson. You put Michael Jackson, you put the Bad album cover on a $20 bill, you know what I'm talking about? That'd be crazy, man. It's just different. Like, have you seen the picture for her? Seen the picture they're gonna use? They ain't put no makeup on her, man. Like, they ain't put a Snapchat filter on her or nothing. Like, it looks like she just got caught by the masters. Like, she's just like, that's terrible. No, to be honest, I don't even really believe all that Harriet Tubman stuff anyway, to be honest. Like, me and Sinbad, we were in Memphis. We went to where they started the Underground Railroad, which is super cool. And I was like, man, you can't even fit a train in here, man. This is ridiculous. Some of y'all can get it tomorrow. Some of you will be like, man, that kid was funny, man, with the train. Times are changing, man. They're talking about changing the team of the Redskins, changing the name. Because there's a group of Native Americans getting together, and they're protesting Washington Redskins for naming their team the Redskins. They thought it was discursive. And that's not a word. I'm sorry, it's not a word. Y'all didn't say anything either, Utah. Come on, y'all was like, yeah, it's discursive as heck. I can't believe it. No, they thought it was disgraceful for them to name a team after someone slurred. At first, I was like, yeah, that's messed up. And I was like, we got the Browns. We got the Browns. Like, what is a Brown, sir? Exactly. He said, I have no clue. They were going to name the Cleveland Negroes, but they said that wasn't. They said, just call them The Browns. They'll never know. Ooh, that's terrible. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared about that one because I said Negro, but I was like, I'm black, I can say whatever I want. I'm kidding. Mexicans got the Steelers. No, I'm stop. Stop it. Stop. Come on. Stop. It's not funny. Oh man, that joke makes no sense, but it's funny. It is funny. Is anybody Hispanic in here? Anybody? That's cool. That's cool. I love the Hispanic community. Are you Hispanic, sir? Why ain't you? Did you hear me? Did you really? I'm sorry. Where are you from? What's your ethnicity? Chile? That's what's up. Where's that? Like, is that just your Chile? That's cool, man. Are you from Chile or you just like descendants? Like your parents? Your mom? That's what's up, man. You speak Spanish? Yo también. Yeah, that's all I know, though. That's literally about it. Yeah. It's cool. When I was in high school, I was a big fan of Spanish. And so when I was in high school, I had the opportunity to like go to Mexico to study abroad, which was super cool for like a Spanish class, which was crazy. My parents didn't think it was a good idea to send me. They didn't think it was safe. So I just did the next best thing. I got a job in a Taco Bell. See, I'm gonna be fluent in like 3 weeks, you know what I'm saying? I'm kidding, that's stupid. That's a lie. You guys know the Mexicans don't work at Taco Bell, that's all black people. All black people. And then white people work at like Chick-fil-A or Starbucks, you know what I'm saying? I think you're choosing Chick-fil-A. My name's Stacy. How can I help you today? It's crazy. And I know black people work at Taco Bell too because they're stingy with their meat, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Like, have you tried like Doritos Locos Tacos or whatever? They give you like a little bit of meat, then throw a salad on top of your taco. I'm like, Devontae, you better take this bag. Stop. Oh, man. Devontae is a black person's name. That's why that's funny. That's cool, man. Utah's all right, man. Y'all a great crowd, man. It's a lot of fun. I'm so glad. It's a beautiful place, too. I feel like no one knows, but it's gorgeous. I was glad I made it here safe because I flew Spirit Airlines to get here. Yeah, if you haven't flown Spirit, don't do it because it's not safe. It's bad. Like, we just had one seatbelt for my whole aisle. That's it. It's one. I asked the flight attendant, I was like, is this safe? She was like, sir, I'm over my hours. I can't help you. It's crazy, man. Make sure you bathe yourselves, too, before you get on a plane. Like to do that little public service announcement. Because no one told the gentleman that was beside me. Y'all don't know if he had just ran a marathon. I don't know if he had a new onion garlic bath scrub that he was using. He smelled like wet pig fingers, y'all. I don't even know what that is exactly. He had my face pressed against the window. I was like, Lord, I don't care if you kill everybody on this plane. Open the window, Jesus, please. He saw that my eyes were watering. I was trying to give him hints. He was like, can I help you? I was like, yeah, I just need some deodorant or a bath. Or something. Yeah. But I figured out something flying a lot more. This is terrible, but I figured out that I prefer when white people sit next to me on a plane, like most of you guys. Sounds bad, but I know I'm gonna get the armrest. Every time. I just look at him like, I think black people have suffered enough. Wouldn't you agree? I'm joking, but I'm not lying. I swear to God. That is terrible. Now, is it okay if I talk about, like, culture and stuff a little bit? Is that okay? I was scared because I'm clean. Like, I never say anything dirty ever in my life. But, I like talking about, because I like being on the road and stuff, I figured out that laughter really brings people together. You know what I'm saying? That we're all the same at the end of the day. Some people clap when I say that, but don't. You guys are like, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea. It's cool. No, man, but I hate stereotypes. Like, that's a big thing I'm sick of, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we hear them all the time, too. I don't like when they're wrong. That's when it bothers me the most. Like, one of my friends asked me the other day, he was like, why do black people hate animals? And I was like, that's not true. Like, black people like animals. We just like animals over there. You know what I'm saying? We be like, that's a beautiful lion on that TV screen. I love the Lion King. It's cool, man. We treat dogs very differently, I noticed. White people and black people. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just our culture. We just raised differently. And so we treat them very differently, right? Like, when white people get a dog, well, white people don't get dogs. White people adopt family members. Like, you're a puppy parent now, you know what I'm saying? One time I went over to my white friend's house, the dog was at the table saying grace with the family. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you treat them like family, and that's cool. But black people, we treat dogs like dogs. That's the way I can describe it. There's nothing wrong with it. White people get up 5 o'clock, 5:30, they go outside, go walk the dog. Go jogging with the dog. Black people let the dog out. Y'all seen that stray dog walking around your neighborhood? He ain't lost. He's walking himself. That's what he's doing. Walking himself. And the best part about letting your dog out is you don't have to go get him. Because white people bring your dog back for you. It's amazing. They'll be like, we found him. We saved your dog. I'm like, he needed to be saved, Rebecca. I thought he was hungry. Let him out, see if you can find a sandwich or something. It's hard times. Hey, that's my time. You guys are all been fantastic.